Good morning and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, today I thought I'd take you through a day of what I eat. As you guys know, I'm on my health and fitness journey, and nutrition and what you eat is a huge part of that. So I love these types of videos, so I thought it'd be fun to just kind of show you guys what I eat. Keep in mind, this is just one day out of many. I mix it up for the most part, but some things I do keep consistent. So this morning I did do my walk, which was nice. It's still chilly outside, but it was great to get out and move my body. And I had a homemade ginger shot. So now I'm going to just have some celery juice and some oats. And actually the oats are already done, but I'll show you guys what toppings I put on them. They're overnight still cut oats, which I like to eat here and there. But yeah, so stay tuned, and yeah, let's get ready to see what I eat in a day. Today I'm starting with a bowl of overnight still cut oats, which is really, I don't eat them as much as I used to, but I do love overnight still cut oats. I'm just stirring them up because I will put the recipe down in the description, but there was I put a lot of coconut milk in there, so it makes it really creamy. And the great thing about doing the overnight still cut oats is that I have quite a bit left over, so I can store it and be able to have breakfast for the rest of the week, and I don't really have to think about what I'm going to make. So that is definitely one of the pluses of making overnight still cut oats. And once again, you can add all the different toppings that you want, but I'll show you what toppings and that I'm putting on my oats. And also, still cut oats are high in protein, and that is another reason why I've added them into my diet. So I'm going to start off with some collagen. I've been incorporating more collagen into my diet. I do like the vital protein, so I have some packets that I'm finishing up, so I added 1 pack of vital proteins. Of course, I love hemp seeds, so adding a big heaping tablespoon of hemp seeds on top. And also I'm adding some flax meal, or flax seeds that have been milled. I love flax seeds. They're so good for you. And then I'm just stirring everything together. And by the way, I did warm up the oatmeal, so it is nice and warm, and then the rest of it will go into the refrigerator. I also made this morning some homemade jam. I make jam once a week, and this time I used wild blueberries and some frozen cranberries. So I'm adding a big dollop because I did my no sugar, and I'm still not eating a lot of sugar, but the fruit sugar or natural sugars from fruits I still enjoy. So and then also sun butter. I do love sun butter, but you can use any nut butter. And guys, you can make your own homemade jam. I can put the recipe below, or I can do a dedicated video showing you how to make it. So there's my breakfast. Hey, I thought I'd just jump in here while I finish up my celery juice and my oats. But I wanted to just talk a little bit about my diet, or what I'm eating, I should say. I don't subscribe to a particular diet, meaning I don't label myself but I do intuitively eat. So I practice intermittent fasting, but not every single day, but for the most part I do. I try to give myself at least 12 hours to let my food digest. I just feel better that way. So for example, if I start eating at 7 a.m., I try to stop, or I do stop at before 7 p.m. So it's like a 12-hour eating window and then a 12-hour window for of not eating, where my gut can have time to heal and all of that. But I definitely do minimum 12 hours, but I probably do more like 14 hours, because most mornings I don't eat until 9 or maybe after 9, 10 o'clock. I just listen to my body. I don't count calories at all. I used to years ago, but I found it was just too stressful. I'm not sure if anybody else can relate to that. So now I just focus on eating intuitively, eating when I'm hungry. I do eat enough calories during the day. I eat 4 times a day, so I'll do like breakfast, lunch, a snack and dinner, or breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe like some sort of dessert-y type thing, and I'm still able to lose weight. In my first kind of fitness / weight loss journey, years ago, probably around 2016, 2017, I successfully followed that. And granted, I'm older, so I'm more conscious of definitely making sure I move my body, that I get enough sleep, which is so important on your fitness and health journey, as well as weight loss, for weight loss, to get enough sleep. So I do all those things, stay hydrated, drink things like celery juice, but I still, make sure that I don't know, I just don't focus on, oh my God, I need to measure everything. And that's just me and how I'm going about doing things. I just kind of want to go back to what I did before, and it was more intuitive eating, relaxed about eating, and just eating the foods that make me feel good. So just wanted to jump on and just talk about that a little bit. And I'm sure I love to hear from you guys down in the chat, how some of your strategies or things that you eat or how you eat for weight loss and fitness. But that's what I do. And so I'll see you guys back here at lunch. So guys, I just came back from a walk. That's one thing that I like to do in the afternoon, is move my body, get in extra steps, get in some exercise. So I've worked up an appetite, and now it's time for lunch. So I'll show you guys what I'm eating. It's actually leftovers, so it's food that I prepped yesterday. So let's take a look. Guys, so we're gonna have leftovers for lunch. But before we heat that up, we're going to roast some vegetables. So I have some asparagus. I'm gonna throw some onions and asparagus on a sheet pan and put that in the oven and roast it to go with our leftovers. So let's do that first. Okay, so we cut up our asparagus and red onion. I didn't use the whole onion. I usually do, but I saved a little bit for potentially dinner tonight. I am using avocado oil because I am out of olive oil. And if you watched my video on the foods I eat, what I eat all the time in my grocery haul, you know I love extra virgin olive oil, but I will use the Chosen Food 100% pure avocado oil when I'm out. So I just did like a couple of tablespoons, but use as much or as little oil as you want. This is the Trader Joe's California garlic powder. So I'm going to add some garlic powder on, and once again, use the spices that you have, that you like. The other thing I'm going to add is my favorite, and that is thyme. This is the Simply Organic thyme. I put it on pretty much everything, whether it's soups, stews. Now guys, you know I am very plant forward or plant focused. I love plant-based meals and lots of plant food in my diet, but I do occasionally eat eggs and fish and meat. So I use these spices whether I'm cooking like a plant-based meal or adding meat or fish into my diet. And then the last thing is the Simply Organics oregano. I love this. And then guys, I just kind of give it a little stir to make sure everything's covered. I usually use my hands, but I have a cut on one of my fingers, so I don't want to stick my hands in here today. So I think this is fine. And I'll put probably a little bit of salt on there once it comes out the oven. But for now, I'm going to stick this in the oven at 400 degrees for probably about 15-20 minutes. And then I'll add some flaky sea salt when it's ready. So I'm just looking at my roasted veggies. Yes, I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes and then they should be nice and ready to go. I added some leftover chicken legs from last night to the last 5. I think I ended up leaving it in about 7 minutes. To the veggies while they roast. So I'm going to plate up my lunch and I'll show you what I'm eating. Here's my food plated. So I'm having the roasted veggies, leftover grilled chicken, quinoa, and I also added some sauerkraut on top. I try to make sure that I eat sauerkraut daily, or at least every other day, but pretty much daily. I try to get it into my diet. For my snack today, I decided to have an apple with some almond butter and cinnamon. This is probably one snack that I eat pretty often. I prefer green apples, but I haven't found any good green apples this year, so I've been getting a lot more red apples. So I will slice them up and plate them, and then I will add some cinnamon. I use Ceylon cinnamon. I just prefer it for the health benefits. It's a lot healthier for you. And then I'll add some almond butter, and this is my afternoon snack, and this will tie me over until I prepare dinner. Okay, so I'm working on dinner. This is just a frozen greens mix. It has broccoli, zucchini, I think green beans, peas, and then I added a little bit of frozen like kale in here. So just stir frying this up. And I just put them in this container. I just roasted. I had one large sweet potato. I put it in the oven for probably about 35 minutes, roasted it, and added once again some avocado oil, some herbs, some cinnamon, and yeah, I think that's it, and roasted that. And then I'm going to pull out I still have some more quinoa and lentils, and I think this is going to be my meal. And I have an avocado and a lime, so I'm going to make some guac to put on top. This is the last meal of the day. Hope you guys can see this, but I have lentils, quinoa, a little bit of the roasted sweet potatoes and the veggies, and then I have some guac that I'm gonna put on top. I'm not gonna eat all the guac, but I'll put the rest up for tomorrow. And guys, this is a prime example of why I love batch cooking, because I batch cooked a lot of like a pretty nice sized pot of the quinoa, so I can eat it over and over. Or if I just don't have a grain, or I want a grain, I have quinoa. And same for the lentils. I batch cooked a big kind of pot of lentils, and once again I can use them as sides. I've used them like lentil tacos. Of course you can make a lentil soup. It's just so many things you can do with lentils. They're great. And then adding the extra veggies, putting some guac for my or the avocado guac for my healthy fats. So this is what I eat in a day. And keep in mind, once again, it changes throughout the days. It's what, 6:50 my time. So this is going to be the last meal of the day for me. I'm not eating anything else after this. and I will probably only just have a cup of peppermint tea or some sort of, if not peppermint tea, another tea. But yeah, this is what I eat in a day. If you like this type of video, please make sure you like below and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I put up my next video.